I'm primarily going to focus on positioning, ability usage, timings, things like that. Just everything. Okay. So you're holding the high ground here. You need to look at your team. So is this a position that's worthwhile for you? You have a Strange who can hold the lower ground. That's fine. You got a Hela who's going to kind of spam damage from main or angles. Black Panther will never be in your backline. He's not someone you need to protect. Luna and both of your supports are someone that will need a little bit of protecting. Okay, that's fine. So your position here is actually okay, considering you have a Strange that can hold the lower ground, which I assume he's down there. Yeah, he is down there. Okay, cool. So you starting off on the high ground here is fine, and then you can immediately just drop down.
2, 1.
Okay, you have identified a Hulk. You can spam some damage into him. Fine, no problem. Get some ultra. You didn't need to drop yet. You're not in any mortal danger. You have a your health bar is another resource that you can utilize and focus on. You as a tank with a very large health pool. You're also you're not as good as some of the other tanks, but your health bar resource you can utilize to help give your Luna alt charge, give your Sue alt charge. So you can hang up here a little bit longer, just like poke and see how much space the enemy team is willing to give you. So instead of dropping down, you can just hang out here, look for opportunities. They're probably going to break this bridge eventually and drop you down, but you have a little bit of range on you. And you got a shield too and a self bubble. So you're not in too much danger. Let's go back a little bit to when you're actually up here. You are F6. Okay. So you're up here. So you're here. Okay. So you have your shield. You got your self bubble. You're not in any danger. You have your health bar. You can hang out here. You can just spam damage. You're not in any mortal danger. Let's wait for them to push up. He's there. I'm gonna keep. Okay, he drops down. I'm going to shoot you. None of them have any range so far. You're not in danger. He can't reach you there. He can't deal with you there. She might shoot you. She might shoot you. He's not even in the fight yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing someone. Where's Iron Man? Iron Man, buddy, where you at? Where you at? Okay, well, he's nowhere near the fight. Hey, you're fine. You're not any danger. I'm going to keep looking at it from up here and like assuming you actually stayed up here. Damage, 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 damage. Okay, now I'm in the situation. I don't have to run yet. You can contest him. You can fight him. Your team's not in mortal danger. No one's low. No one's having any troubles yet. You have the space. He wants to, if you're still up here, he wants to come. He's currently wanting to contest this high ground. He's coming up here. There's no one to contest him. Cool. So even then, like you standing here, you're still receiving support. You're still receiving healing just because you're still in line of sight. So he's jumped up here. You can deal with him. Your shield won't stop him. You can use your shield to block the stun maybe, but you're free. You're gonna stand here. You're just gonna spam damage into him. You're going to stun him. If he gets close, you're going to use self bubble. If it does end up getting dangerous and you start getting closer to half health, you can drop down. But if he's ballsy enough to come and keep punching you, all this time you're spending up here with your health kind of going down, your supports are healing you and getting a ton of ult charge just for you contesting this. You contesting this, you taking a bit of damage for this, you are supercharging your supports by doing that. Let's go back to you and let's just enough about that. Let's just see how you play it out. See, he's up there. You gave him the space. He's loving this. He's getting ready to reposition now. He's setting up his next plan of attack. Now, Groot used his big wall. Now this is a situation where like Groot has two walls. He has an aggressive attacking wall. He has a defensive heal boost wall. This wall gives him HP, which he has right now. The blue on his bar. This big wall is giving him health right now. You need to break this as soon as you see it, just to prevent a large part of his kit. Fortunately, most Groots misplay using this wall. Most Groots just spam it out as a wall instead of actually using it as a HP power buff for themselves. So normally it's pretty easy just to break this and get rid of his bonus. This is a huge part of his kit right here. I'm going to assume you're going to do that. You do. Your team breaks it. Good. He no longer has that health. Focusing the turret. That's fine. Now, someone said your backline's taking some damage. I think his shield just broke. Now you need to time your shield along with his. So you're waiting for you're the backup secondary shield in this team comp. You got Strange here. He's the primary shield holder. You're going to focus on damage. If you see his shield break, you drop everything. You immediately go in front of him, and now you shield him off until he gets his shield back. Which I think his shield just broke, if I'm correct. All right, so let's watch him. Did I miss it? I think his shield broke so fast. 177. Shield's broken. It's your time. Your time. Your time. You got shield? You got shield. You need to now. It is now your. His job is over. Your job. It's your time to work with your fellow tank. You gotta go forward. Now you gotta shield him back. So you need to go shield him. Shield him. Shield him. If he dies, it's entirely on you right now. Okay, he got his shield back, thankfully, but I think it's still low. It immediately broke again. He didn't have enough time to recharge his shield because you didn't supplement his shield with yours. So it's at 112. It breaks again. So he's desperately trying to make space. He's desperately trying to do something, but you're not rotating with him as you should. So now you're in a situation where Hulk's jumping in. What does Hulk want to do? Hulk, because you gave up the space up here, like I'm still nitpicking about this, but you probably could have held it, and you can probably still do more damage up here, just spamming into the backline, forcing cooldowns and stuff out, and they probably wouldn't have pushed up this far. But you're down here now. Groot wants to wall people off. He's doing that. Hulk is pushing in. They're doing a good combo right now. So Groot's walled off both you and Strange. Hulk is going in to take advantage of this. He's cut you off from your escape route. They're doing a good job working together right now. So Hulk wants to go in. He wants to do some damage until he's about half HP. He's going to shield, and then he's going to run away. There's a low chance you're going to kill him unless you actually get your stun off at the appropriate time. If I had to guess, the way they're working together, you want to either... Your Strange is probably going to die. Your Strange could fly away, fly over the wall, which if he does do that, then there's a good chance you will die in this situation. Very close. Luckily, your team was smart enough to break the walls very quickly and help you. But that could have been easier. Hulk can die. Hulk's low. He's in the shield, though. He's probably getting healed. He's also about to burst shield. So he's fine. Now you have a shield. I don't think I've seen you use your shield yet. Break the wall. You want to break this wall. He gains health from this wall. Wall's broken. Pushing forward. You can deal with him. You can shoot him. Now look at this. Who on your team? Luna Snow? Not her primary focus. She doesn't want to deal with Iron Man. She can shoot when she can, but she's got to focus on you two. Black Panther, never going to kill Iron Man. Sue, never going to kill Iron Man. Hela, yes. Hela should be pumping damage into Iron Man whenever she can. Let's just take a look at her point of view. She is. She's trying to do what she can. Strange and you could also do that. But if you recognize that Strange is focusing the front line here, cool. You can look up and help Hela pump damage into Iron Man whenever you can. Because you do have the range. Okay, so Strange went up there to push him back. If you see Strange go up there, you're looking back down here. If Strange is looking down here, you're looking up there. If Strange is up there, you're looking down here. You got to rotate with your partner tank. Let's look at your point of view, because I think you're going to die. You have a self bubble. You have a bubble you can give your teammates. You also have a shield. A shield won't do much against Hulk, but it will still prevent the rest of the damage from coming in. You need to back up at this point, because they're constantly walling you off, and they're constantly like they're working pretty well together, the Groot and the Hulk, and they're doing a pretty good job isolating either you or Strange. I'm gonna just let this play out for a little bit. I think you die here. Nope, your team is goated. Your team is doing a very good job at breaking those walls to help you. Luckily, this is Diamond, and they have some sense of brain. If this was Plat or below, chances are you're going to die there, just because your team's not quick enough to actually break those walls to help you. But your team's doing a pretty good job. Now you are down one. Oh, calming. Okay, you're hard calming. Okay, so you're screaming at them to break the walls. Good. You want to be doing that. I don't go very in depth about call outs and stuff like that, just because I can't normally hear your call outs and replays. But if you give me like a recorded game video or something like that, then I can probably work on what your call outs are. But at the moment, yeah, you should be calling out the walls. That's not you. This is you. Now again, you're not using your shield. I don't think I've seen you use your shield one time so far. Give a recording? Yeah, that's fine. If you want to give me a recording, I can work off of that as well. Now, you used a bubble. When did you bubble? Did you self-bubble? I want to see a bubble. Okay, there's where you... Okay, good self-bubble. That's fine. You need to survive. You have a shield, though. You also have that. Self-bubble's gone. You can use your shield to escape right now. Trying to. It's still a defensive cooldown. Strange needs help. Like, forward. Shield. You can shield... like, your shield has an angle to it, and it will go through the wall. So you can go up to this corner here and shield and try to help him as much as you can, or you can break this wall as fast as you can and then go in and shield him. But you need to be rotating with Strange if you're doing a Strange Magneto comp. I need to go back to you. He lives. Luckily, the team's very good at breaking those walls. Like if you're calling out those walls every time, doing a good job. Given space, that's fine. They got the. You're kind. They're pushing into you. I'm just gonna let this play off because you. Now, did they just? Okay, that's your Sue ult. That's fine. Now, you need to be building. Now, you're not. Cloak and Dagger was able to get their ult a lot faster than you, only by 5%. You almost had your ult, but you counter Cloak and Dagger ults very easily with your ult. So if you had your ult in time, if you're able to charge it up fast enough, which if you're holding the high ground, spamming damage, like I said earlier, you would have your ult right now. But by dropping, you gave them a lot of space and a lot of opportunity to actually push into you. But so that bridge, yeah, that play over there, you giving up that space. Wow, that rotated back. Yeah, the bridge is back. But it's like you counter this ult. So as soon as you see this ult goes off, it's your job to deal with it. Because as soon as that goes off, you ult, you build up your ult, because you're absorbing the projectiles all around you. She has to stop every single time she dashes. So it's dash, stop, dash, stop. That you can time that. So you're ulting as soon as you know where she's going to stop. You can chuck your ult at her. You can kill her while she's ulting, and that cancels her entire ult. That's what a lot of Magnetos will use their ult for higher up. They will use it for Cloak and Dagger. You can also kill Luna Snow, I believe, with your ult. Sue ult is more complicated. You still need to kill Sue to cancel her ult. But in this situation, if you built up your ult fast enough, you can absolutely counter this and just destroy her. You got a Sue ult now. Your team countered the, I've been trying that. Yeah, I remember being pissed about not having my ult. Yeah. So you're inside the Sue ult. It's still a very dangerous situation. Cloak and Dagger went in very deep with her ult. So that's neither good or bad. She's going to turn into Cloak and just pump damage from behind just because of the position she's taken. You're playing more defensive right now. Or you're going to just push hard into him, because everything in this Sue ult is your space. Even though that there's cloak here, really you can't really do anything. This cloak ult, Dagger ult is doing a lot for her, and your Sue ult is just there to keep the team alive just because of the Dagger ult. So this is more just do what you can. Stalemate position. Yes, it's more of a stalemate position. So huge cloak ult. Your Sue had to ult just to make it an even fight again. So it's more like nothing's going to die for the next few seconds. Luckily, your Sue ult should technically outlast the Dagger ult, but it's going to be so close that it's kind of irrelevant. So right now you're just okay. You did get your ult in time. If you're able to kill Cloak, then this would be absolutely in your favor. Other than that, I forgot about your ult because I assumed it was still at 95%. But you can burst through Cloak and Dagger ult. So where is Cloak? You either want to... Where is Cloak? I need to figure out where she's at. So she's there. You need to either kill Cloak, who's right there, who's probably going to fade. So she's already transformed. So this is probably not a situation that you can actually... I need to go to her. You could kill her. You could absolutely kill her. So you need to just chuck this at Dagger, cancel this ult. Luna's probably going to ult once that happens, but you've just got a second ult out for free. So let's see. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. That was a good attempt. Okay, so both Luna ults went off. So again, we're in a stalemate again, so you're just doing damage. Right now, you want to look for opportunities. You can't damage anyone here. You're looking for anyone that's not in the ult. Like on the enemy team, they're going to see Hela and they're going to jump her. They should. They're probably not. They're probably just going to bot on the point. But you're looking for opportunities. You probably can't reach him, so you're just looking for a chance. You notice him. You see him. It's like, hey, I can probably damage that. So let me try shooting that. Good. Good. Okay. Shield. Hey! I think that's the first time I've actually seen you use shield. You also have a self bubble. You also have a bubble. So you should have put a bubble on one of your teammates and then shielded. Just to double protect. Okay, you did bubble. I would have done it first just because everyone in that ult, if someone did enough burst damage, something would have died. But you had 2 shields and your bubble, so nothing died. Luna died. Okay, let's look at that again. Yeah, it's easier. Just first, my reflex is just insta shield. Okay, Luna ult ended. Hulk's all over him. Okay. So you're down 1. You got a Strange ult. You got a Black Panther ult. They got a Hulk ult. Now, you can kill Hulk. It's possible. Because Hulk wants to shield. He wants to run away. By the way, more explanation for my shield. I see it more as a Diva Matrix, which may be wrong. Yeah, I think Strange Shield is closer to a Diva Matrix. Your shield's a cooldown. So your shield's closer to, in terms of Overwatch, it's closer to old school Orisa shield, I think. As it's something as a cooldown that you don't have too much control over. It's a supplementary kind of shield. It's like a Sigma shield as well. So like when a Sigma Orisa comp was back in Overwatch 1, where you would rotate your shield with your partner shield, you're the secondary backup shield. So like with Reinhardt as well. So if your Reinhardt's shield's about to go down, you send out your Sigma shield to help until he recharges his shield. Same scenario with a Magneto with a Strange. So Strange is going to use his shield. If his shield goes down and breaks, you're going to supplement it with your shield. You're down 1. This is a complicated situation. You're down 2. You're going to just do what you can to either get... This is an unwinnable situation. There's nothing you can do to actually secure this. It's time to get out. It's time to leave. You're going to either walk that way, go to the health pack, walk this way, spamming damage the whole way. If you're able to help someone else get out with you, that's good. Strange is probably guaranteed to die, but it's an unwinnable situation now, no matter what you do, unless your Strange does something huge, or if your Strange and Black Panther work together. At the moment, it looks unwinnable in your eyes. You're going to be backing up, just spamming damage, spam damage, spam damage. If they pull something off, then you're going back in there. But right now, you're backing up. If you see more people die, you're making the correct decision. Maybe you can help Sue escape with you if she comes down with you, but you're looking to get out right now and regroup with your team. You try doing that. You kind of trap yourself. Cool. Good. Your team made plays. You're still at a disadvantage, though. Strange is probably going to die. Sue is probably going to die. You got a Luna, I think, respawning. Yeah, Strange died. So even with that play, you guys were at such a disadvantage. You only got 1 kill. At this point, honestly, you just need to die. I mean, well, no, you don't need to die. You need to hang out here, survive as long as you possibly can, stall this point as long as you can, and then die. Because this is ultimately the objective. This is how you win games, is playing this thing, not by getting all the kills, not by looking at the scoreboard and, oh, I got 24 limbs. What's your excuse? Well, you got 24 limbs, sure, but you also died 20 times and you were in their spawn instead of actually playing this. So you're just stalling as long as you can and just going to die. You're playing for time. That's fine. So realistically, you're Strange and Black Panther wasted all. They were going for a play, but it was so unwinnable, it was worthless unless they actually got multiple kills with that. Yeah, you did fine enough. You pushed forward and died on the point, so it was fine enough.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Going forward. Team's kind of staggered. You can stun him. You can possibly, your stun has huge knockback. So if you're able to angle yourself properly, because he's pushing forward into him, Bucky's probably going to die regardless. If you want to save Bucky, you could stun a lot sooner, but you want to look for, he's putting himself in a dangerous spot where you can shoot your stun and maybe knock him off. If you want to save Bucky, you want to stun right away, and that might save him. Well, she did what I wanted you to do. she saw the opportunity and actually took it. So she did good. I tried. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I want to watch this. Now she saw the opportunity. She tried saving him, but she saw the opportunity. You laugh. Yeah. I laughed too. That was funny. From your point of view, that's hilarious. But yeah, she saw the opportunity. She took advantage of it. She played that perfectly. She did that good. She did what I wanted you to do, but she was able to pull it off, and you were able to save your stun. So it worked out. Never mind. Okay, so you're trying to do the same thing. No, it's fine. It's fine. You made the correct call. If she didn't do that, you would have accomplished the exact same thing she did. So even though your stun was used, you still made the correct decision. The benefit here is just you had two players doing the same thing. So you accomplished you did what you're supposed to be doing. In this case, you just had two players that was smart enough to actually take advantage of this situation. Now you're good, Ryoji. I don't mind talking. Let's go back to Lord Luck. Okay, so you got a situation. Iron Man has finally learned that he can laser. He hasn't done it this entire match. This is Diamond 2, right? That's what you said? Sorting? I think he said it was Diamond 2. Yes, Diamond 2. Okay, cool. I was ignoring Iron Man because he didn't realize he has a laser until now. Until now, he was completely worthless, just hanging out in the back, spamming shots. Okay, like I said, I was ignoring him. He wasn't a threat until now. He did not know his laser existed until now. So I wasn't paying him any mind. He has learned he has a laser. Now he has become far more dangerous. Self bubble, shield, get out. This is very, very bad. Good, you shielded out. How did you get over that wall? I don't know. I don't know either. I'm going to find out. Because you can't fly. I don't think. Magneto can't fly, right? Bubble, shield, stun, self-bubble. He doesn't have flying ability. Okay. He can float, but not fly. Okay, so he lifted you up. He messed up his wall. He put his wall directly under you. He grieved. Yeah, he put his wall directly under you and saved you. So, okay. All right, back to what I was doing. You have been given the grace of gods and decided they wanted you to live. So you shield. So that was a misplay on him. You probably should have died there. Okay, so this thing heals you. If you see this thing goes out, it doesn't last very long at all, but this does buy you a couple of seconds to get a little aggressive. So you, as soon as you see this come up, it's like, oh, okay, supplementary shield. Spam some damage. Up, it's down again. All right, back up again. Let's go back. Good. You've acknowledged Iron Man. Iron Man's now a threat. He's learned he has an ability that does a crap ton of damage. He also has a Hulk team up, so... Ugh. So yeah, spam damage into him. Help your Hela try to kill him. You also have a Bucky now, which is good. I don't know how long you have Bucky. I didn't notice him change. But you Hella, Bucky, you guys can kind of deal with Iron Man now. Just spam damage whenever you can into him. Whenever he's on your in your field of view, dump damage into him. Luck and hope one of your DPS actually finish him off. Otherwise, dump damage into him just to make him fly away. Okay, you did do that, but you kind of hung out too long. Like you should have been backing up as you're doing it. Like I said, do it whenever you can, not just as your primary focus, because you want to be bouncing around between your primary focus and them. Tunnel visioned a little hard there. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I went too far back. Okay, I want to see. So 3 of your teammates, 2 is respawning. So it's a 4v, technically a 4v1, 2 right now. Technically 4v3, maybe. He's going on a flank. So it's kind of even right now, but you still want to be backing up because like you can give them some space. The payload is way over there. They're pushing up very, very far. So you can still back up some. You need to regroup with your team. So what you're doing is just giving them just enough space so you're not in any mortal danger. So as you're fighting here, as you're fighting Iron Man, it's just backing up very slowly. You hit a wall. His walls are tiny. You don't have to try to turn around. You can hit a wall. Oh, okay. I'm going to go this way slightly. I'm still able. Okay. I'm still backing up. All right, cool. Go another wall. All right. I'm going to go this way a little bit. Another wall. Okay. Let's find the angle. You don't have to turn around and look, but it's backing up, dealing damage. Just as if they stop pushing into you, you can stop backing up. But right now your goal is to back up until your 2 teammates are coming back up to you. Not a May wall. Yeah, it's not a May wall. It's not as bad. Like it can be in certain scenarios, but a May wall is a lot bigger and a lot bulkier. It's bigger. His walls are a lot tinier and easier to break, so your team is probably going to break them anyways, but you're just playing the survival game until your 2 teammates that are back there come back to you. Once you guys regroup, then you're going to start pushing forward and taking space. You're going to grab whatever area the team allows you to have. So once you regroup, especially with your Strange, who seems to be working well with you, you're going to be pushing forward again and taking what space you can. You're pushing forward, push forward. They're going to be forced to back up because they are very spread apart. But let's just see how this plays out. Backing him, you should be backing up. You can do damage what you can, but your teammates are just tanking a bunch of damage just because you're not in a position to shield or bubble them. And he's gone for the hard flank. Okay. We're going to watch this from above. God, I'm only 5 minutes in. Crap. All right. I have a hard time taking notes on the numbers in a fight while playing. That's fine. The easiest way to start understanding is just to, in your head, call it out. As you're playing, another thing. There's a setting. Where is it? Audio. Where is it? Don't know where. Combat mix. Hits indicator. Actually, I want that up. So there's a combat sounds that you can adjust. One of them is healing others, being healed, damage volume. So just the volume of the sound when you take damage, critical health. You can adjust these to what you need. There is an important one, which is kills. Where is the kill? KO sound cue. Announce when a teammate is KO'd. There's one. When your team dies, this will tell you that your team has died. It's a sound cue. It's not a voice or anything like that, but there's a sound cue when your teammates die. You can adjust the volume of this. I'm going to pump mine up, honestly. I need that. There's also one when you get an enemy kill, things like that. So you can pump this up, turn this on, pump this up, and then just in your head, every time you hear, yeah, it's off by default, I believe. I believe I had to turn this on. But in your head, every time you hear that sound cue, it's okay, Luna died. Then go back to whatever you're doing. You hear the sound cue, you look at who died. You hear the sound cue, you look at who died. There's a whole bunch of settings here. Like this is very, very useful. And there's a couple of them as well. This is very useful. Okay, back to you. I assume you're going to... No, I wanted to watch this from up here. I wanted to watch this flank. Okay. So... Come on. So Namor makes a really good play here. He's going for the flank. He's going to take out your back line. You being hard focused on Iron Man here, you've lost sight of everything that's going on around you. So we're just going to watch this from here. Your team is still backing up. Your team has the right idea. They need to back up. They need to regroup with them up there. You need to be there with them. You should be closer to here right now, backing up with them. Like, you don't even have to look at them, because I wasn't paying attention to them. I just know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm supposed to be backing up right now to regroup, even holding this corner, which if you were doing this, he wouldn't have been able to make this play. So if you were backing up like you were supposed to, helping your team, your team's backing up, would be backing up with you. They know what they need to do. They know this isn't a situation they need to engage in. They're backing up. They're still going. They're doing good. Now, if you were backing up, you could self-bubble someone. She's invisible. She might still get stunned. But you could save Luna. Luna is going to take the direct and the most damage from this. These two are only going to get stunned. So you backing up, here you would see that he's coming in. You would already be pumping damage into him. You would see the ults go off. You can turn around and try to bubble someone. Now, I'm not saying you need to turn around and immediately understand the situation, but over time, your reaction will be, oh crap, Luna's in danger, bubble her. But in your case, you would probably just end up bubbling whoever's closest. It's still not a bad play to do that. Then you would be shielding, trying to protect them from this ult and completely stop this flank. But because you got hard locked on him, your team is still backing up. They weren't able to get the support they needed. Luna actually lives that. Hela dies. Unfortunately, Luna actually lives that, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting that. But even more so, if your Hela died to... I want to know what Hela died to. Hela died to the ult, right? Hela died to the ult, right? Okay, Hela died to the ult, but that's because she took damage beforehand, right before it landed, whereas that wouldn't have happened if you were in this position. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are F6. So enough of me spending an hour on this one exact moment. I'm gonna try to pause less and let it play out. I'm just waiting for you to respawn. Your team needs to regroup. Your team needs to regroup. They still got a lot of space they need to push. Your team needs to regroup. Okay, nope, you need to regroup. Now you've pushed too far. Like, here is okay. Here is fine. You're going to you're setting up a defensive position at this corner here. Your team is behind you. He's setting up his damage. She's here to help. She's here to help. They still got to push quite a ways. You still have time. You're going to stop them right before they actually capture this point, but you're waiting for an opportunity. You're looking for a play right now. So you need to hold right here. Shield, bubble, whatever. You're here to take up space, take up damage, take up attention, just to let him do what he needs to do, and your supports will keep you alive for doing that. You are, at the moment, walking too far forward. I assume you're going to tank a lot of cooldowns, and you might die, but your supports might keep you alive. Okay, they ran away. It was still the correct decision to hang out here for a second longer just to see if they're going to run. You're looking for space. So you're seeing how much space you can grab. You see Iron Man up there. They're backing up. You can't, it looks like you're going to do it, so you can walk up here. He messes, jump up. You can walk up here, contest him a little bit. It's still a bad spot just because he can get the range on you. So you're going to contest him a little bit. Once you do, you're going to come back here. You're going to drop down here. That way you're still in line of sight of your team. You don't want to drop down there just because you cut off from your team. Your team can't support you if you go here. So you want to drop and just hang out here until your team pushes more into you. Then you're going to poke forward and try to claim some space. Let's go back here. Okay, he flew away. No longer a problem. You don't care about him. Hulk went up there. You don't care about him either. Now you're going to push this way. You made him go away. You accomplished your job. You did good. He's back. Now you got to deal with him again. Okay, now he's gone again. Off your screen. Don't worry about it. Okay, you have ult. You also have a Sue ult, so you can get a little aggressive here. They got a bunch of ults coming up as well. They have 2 support ults. So if you're tracking ults properly, the biggest one is their support ults. So you need to try to force those ults out. So you need to target the supports. Now you have a Sue ult. If Sue ults, that might be enough to pull out the enemy support ults. But you're still in a dangerous situation where you're at a massive disadvantage. Okay, there's your Luna ult. She just got it. She instantly ulted. You weren't in enough danger where you needed it. So honestly, bad play on her, but all right, sure. Bad play on her, but you're God dang it. Got Strange ulted. Okay, does Strange ulted you? Strange didn't ult you. They don't have no, Bucky. Oh, got Strange. Okay, yeah. Whatever happened there. Okay, so you're going to recognize it might be disadvantaged. You might be in a bad position, but your Luna just ulted. In order to make the most use out of this Luna ult, you're going to have to push forward and attempt to make a play. So you're pushing forward. You're going to destroy this. You're going to just shove your face into him with the Luna ult and try to pick up. You're going to shove your face into him, try to shoot the supports, and try to pull an ult out. That's really all you can do at this exact moment. Go forward. You got a Luna ult. They're going to do stuff to you, and this is probably going to get you killed, but it's the play you have to make. You got an opportunity. You have an opportunity. You got choices now. Bucky just pulled two people away from their team. You have a huge opportunity now. You can either turn around, try to burst them down as quickly as you can, throw all your cooldowns at them, or you have 2 choices. It really depends on what your Strange decides to do here. If your Strange turns around to deal with them, you're going to hold them off. You're going to shield. You're going to prevent these 2 supports from helping them. If your Strange pushes forward, you're going to turn around, stun these 2, and pump as much damage into them to try to get a kill. This Bucky has just set up an opportunity for you that you must take advantage of. Chances are, even if Cloak ults or Luna ults, they have to reach this point. So these 2, no matter what, has to die right now in order to capture this. Like, this is a huge opportunity that Bucky has just set up. Why are you all weird? What are you doing now? What is that? Oh, God! Ah! Oh, dear Lord, what monstrosity is this? Jesus. God. All right, I want to look at this. I don't know, God. It's awful. Oh, it's awful. I want to see how this plays out. Okay, stole 2. Ah, he needs to die. Oh, he's still low. You can still get him. Oh, your Bucky pulled it off. All right, good. All right, that's if you want to climb, you need to take advantage of those things. If you want to climb, that kill needs to be yours. You need to make sure you follow up with that play. Luckily, Bucky finalized that kill, made the opportunity. This point is being held all because of what Bucky just did right now, which that's going to happen. Cool. You want them to do it, but you also want to be the result. You also want to be another reason of that actually happening. So Bucky made a huge play there, pulled 2 in, ulted 1, secured a kill, made a situation where their supports couldn't actually ult and save that fight. So that was absolutely massive from your Bucky. Because that was kind of an unwinnable fight. Now, because he did that, you're in a new situation. So you won this fight. They're all going to clear out. They're running away. They're backing up. They're going to go regroup. Cool. You got a new situation now. You have your ults. They're going to have their support ults coming up. You need to counter one of them. You either need to pull the ult out, or just counter one once it comes online, if you're able to. Ideally, I kind of want to save it for Luna ult. If you're able to land it directly on Luna, you can counter that one. Cloak and Dagger is a little harder to deal with. You can also try to bypass the ult. So if they ult and you see someone off to the side or someone not in the ult, either way, you're going to ult as soon as they ult. As soon as they ult, you're going to ult. You're either going to try to ult the support to cancel it, or you're looking for someone that's not inside of the ult and you're going to chuck it at them. Luna ult is very hard to counter as Mag. I think you need more DPS in your ult. True, yes, it is hard. It is hard. It's still worth it, though. It's still worth the attempt, because sometimes it will work. Cloak and Dagger is easier to technically kill with it. You are correct, yes. We'll just play it out and see how it plays out. But you are in a situation now where it's now your turn to make a play. You could also ult ahead of time and see and try to make them ult early. You can also try to do that. Damage, that's fine. You already have ult, so a lot of this damage you're doing, you're kind of just feeding the support ults. They already have ults, so it's not that big of a deal. But while you have ults, random damage it's fine. It's not something you need to think about too much. Okay. So he's up there. He's going for, your Strange is up here going for a flank. Why? I'm not sure. We're just going to play your job. Hulk got I almost said demeched. Hulk is in the banner. You're now at the advantage. That's fine. There's the cloak ult. You ult. You missed. Okay, so yes, the attempt was there. You wanted to counter it. That's good. You just gotta predict on where they're going to stop, not when they already stopped. So don't get this don't get discouraged by that. You made the correct decision. You did what you were supposed to do. You missed. It's going to happen. Getting better at that is just going to come as you do it more and more. So as you do it more and more, you'll get more of the feel on how to actually pull that off. But the decision was correct. That's all that matters. Fishy ult. Oh god. You shielded it. Good. Bucky got hit with it, but the timing on that shield was actually good. You saved Luna from getting stunned. He did get stunned, but all you gotta do is walk slightly to the right, and you save him good. You save him as well. Good. You did that perfect. That was good. Back to you. And you go over and shield him. Perfect. Good. Now your Strange needs help. He needs a bubble. You need to you're gonna body block Groot. You're gonna stand in front of him, not let him walk forward. You got Luna. Your Sue died. So you still have Luna, but you're going to body block him, and then you're going to wait for his shield to go down, and you're going to bubble him. F6.
I am ready to put on a show.
You gone very deep. I get you want to hold the payload, but you need to be right here playing extremely defensive right now. Looking for opportunities, looking for chances. Because look at where you're at now. Your Strange was able to get out, but you need to be helping him. You need to be helping Bucky. Bucky. But just take a look at your position now. You went very far forward, and you've cut yourself off from your team. So, what you just gave up so much space. I almost guarantee that Bucky is going to die now just because you moved forward, and your Strange still needs a little bit of help. You only got one support, and she's doing all she can, so she needs your defensive cooldowns right now more than ever. Let's just see how this plays out. I assume your Bucky dies first, and then they turn around to deal with you. Nope, they're just they bad. Okay. Your Bucky is now very deep, so now you've rotated positions with your Bucky. Your Bucky needs a shield now. Give Bucky a shield. Bucky is low. Bucky wants to ult. Bucky needs a shield. Ow, that hurts. Bucky needs a bubble. I was saying shield, I meant bubble. He needed a bubble real bad. Oh, that one hurts. Okay. Go to here. So Bucky's dead. You're low. You're getting healed. You had a self bubble that you didn't use. You also had a stun that you could have knocked someone away from you. So you could have bubbled him, kept him alive. If you didn't bubble him, you could have self bubbled to help keep yourself alive, backing up into your team. Nope. I was more looking to touch there. Yeah, but I mean, you could have touched. I mean, even with your you still didn't use bubble. You had a cooldown that could have let you survive even longer, or if you Bucky lived there. I know you. I think you're talking about when you pushed over here, but think of it this way: in this spot, their spawn is way over there. You can hold until they capture. As soon as they capture, their spawn changes. Now their spawn is right there. Now it's a very bad situation. You can't hold here no more. Whereas if it's slightly forward, you can let them push up until right before they capture this point. That's how much space you can give them. As soon as they're right before about to capture this point, then you got to touch and hold. But you could have, this could have been winnable, but you needed to help Bucky right here. If you gave him the bubble, let him find a way of escaping. Maybe he went this way and grabbed the bubble. He went this way. There's a health pack over here, isn't there? I thought there was a health pack over here. All right, whatever. Yeah, there's a health pack over there, but I thought there was... Oh! Okay, it's too far away. Either way, you should have bubbled something. Either your Bucky kept him alive so he can start ulting. Like, even then, if you gave him the bubble, he might have lived long enough just to ult to get away. Like, he can escape with his ult if he has to. Absolutely has to. Which he could have done. Or if you watched him die, you should have bubbled yourself. At least use your cooldowns when you needed to. Now, this situation, this ult is completely worthless just because in 6 seconds, they'll come back right there. So, this ult is worthless. It's not you. It's your Strange playing here. So, misplay on them. I'm not going to worry about to them. I'm not rating them. Okay, so you need to regroup with your team. Oh my god, I'm 7 minutes in. Alright, we're gonna looks like. Wait, how do they get so much space before your team engages again? Okay, so they're playing this very smart. They're taking a very advanced position. They're still in line of sight with their team. They are free to take this position and just capture all of this space. You have a Bucky ult. You have a Punisher ult. So, yeah, rough. Okay, let's just see how this plays. Just all the space in the world. Yeah, you just get, your team just gets rolled. Yeah, this one's messy. This one's just spam damage, spam ults. It's the end of the fight. We're just dumping everything in. Yeah, it's messy. Okay. Jump forward. That's not who I want to watch. Okay, still got Bucky, you got Squirrel Girl. You got a Venom now. Okay. You got Venom now. So, you're in this situation. Yeah, I asked for Squirrel Girl. Yeah, Squirrel Girl's fine. I got no problem with Squirrel Girl. I don't judge based on the characters you play. I don't judge that we have a Rocket. I don't judge that someone picks Squirrel Girl. Like, everyone you can play at a very high rank. It's fine. I'm not overly worried about it. I'm thinking of your tank team up right now. So this is a, I assume you play Overwatch because you mentioned it earlier. So this is a Zarya Winston situation. You understand what I'm saying? You have a bubble. He wants to dive in. Venom is very good at surviving. Venom is very good at going in. He's very good at stalling for a very, very long time. He's very good at existing for a very long time. You're going to make that much longer. So Venom is going to climb a wall. Typically, he's going to jump in, dive in. He's going to do as much damage as he can. He's going to get low on health. He's going to use his E. He's going to get over health. He's going to stall a little bit more. He's going to try to swing out. Now, he can last even longer because now he's going to dive in, do all that. He's going to use his E. He's going to get his extra health. And then once his extra health starts running out, you're going to now give him a bubble so he can swing out. So it's going to make him far more effective at what he's doing, but this is only going to work if you have a Venom that knows what they're doing, unfortunately. We're just going to watch this and see how it plays out. Spamming damage. You're the front line now. So my brain was like, take more high ground. Take no, you're the front line now. You're waiting for Venom to jump in front of you in your field of view. That's kind of how you're playing it now. So you're going to be pushing forward. You're taking a good position. This is fine. You're in line of sight with your team. They're pushing the payload. You're up here holding this corner. Good. Even though that walls are coming off, you have defensive ability that's going to keep you alive. You're playing this fine. You're playing this fine. Right now you're just holding out this corner, waiting for them to get slightly closer to you. You're going to wait for your Venom to drop in. Once your Venom drops in, now you're going to start pushing up. You're going to try to take this space now. You're going to give Venom a bubble when he needs it. You're going to spam him damage. And you're going to repeat this constantly throughout the match if you can. Push forward, wait for Venom, push forward, wait for Venom, push forward, things like that. Nope. Let's watch you. Fine. Good, good, yep. Perfect. Spam damage in. Now your Venom's in, so he swung out awfully quickly. So you weren't in a position that you could help him. So you need to be watching for him. Let's go back to you. Let's watch when he goes in. He jumped it. So you gave up too much space. You backed up. You can hold this corner here. You got all these heals. You got all this damage. You got your entire team right here helping you. And you got a shield that she can move instantly. You can hold this space right here. Right here. I don't even care if you're in a center right here at the moment. You got self bubble. Don't use your self bubble. You need to save your bubble for Venom. But you got your shield and everything like that. So you do eventually push forward. You get your kill. But you want to be pushing forward farther just to quickly get a bubble on Venom right away. But you for the most part, you played this fine. So Venom's in there. Venom's already fighting. Venom's low. He activates his overhealth. He's going to swing out. Your Venom's playing well. He's playing how he should be. And now he needs to swing out. He's getting out. Like, that's not your primary focus to actually do that, but it is something that you should be watching out for to help him. But now you've noticed he swung out. You have a self bubble now that you can use if you need it. Let your team deal with Hulk. You can keep focusing that. Like, you got a Venom back there. You got your entire team back there. You're going to get more value instead of looking at him. Now, you can kind of kill him, but you're going to get infinitely more value instead of looking at Hulk. Let your team look at the Hulk, and you're going to come up here and you're going to shield them off. You're cutting off their Hulk support right now. So instead of looking at him, you're going here. You're going to shield. You're going to self bubble. You're going to pump damage into him. You're going to stun someone up there. Your job is to distract these 3 and possibly 4 if he decides to look at you. So you're going to have these 3 look at you instead of helping Hulk. That's what you want to do at this moment. Don't care about Hulk. He probably dies, but he's going to die regardless. Yeah, he dies regardless. You're better off distracting 3 to 4 players than focusing him. Your team's going to kill him no matter what. If you do want to like be kind of helpful for this, you can distract, stun, distract. Yeah. Taking up the space, controlling area. Like they can act, their activity exists in what they can see. If they are here and you're pushing into them, they have to either back up or they have to push into you. Either way, there's a big shield in front of them. There's your big health pool in front of them. There's your self bubble in front of them. It's being very annoying. Also, I haven't really been saying it, but use your melee more. You have a big sword that does quite a bit of damage. So you can be getting close to him. Damage sword, damage sword, damage sword. Get up close, damage sword, damage sword. Primary sword, primary things like that. You can be doing that as well. And that does quite a bit of damage. And it's easy to hit. Okay, so you back up. Lots of damage. You're low. Where's your team? Your team should be pushing forward more. You need to use your shield and just hang back for a second so for your team to catch up in this situation. You got a kill. Good job. And now you use shield and you backed up. Good job. Okay, good. You backed up too far. You don't have to back up that far. You just need to play slightly defensive. There's no one on your screen. Like looking here, there's no one on your screen except for him and your Venom. Like this is still safe zone. They backed up. You got the kill. You used your shield. You're backing up until you're safe. You're safe. Nothing can hit you. Nothing can kill you. Your supports are healing you. You're good. You backed way up here into a situation where you might not be able to help your Venom survive. You can also shoot this thing right away while you're here. But yeah, you gave up too much space that you didn't need to give up. Okay. Fishy ult. You could shield this, but you're too far forward. I do want you to take space, but hold on. Let's so let me do this from my point of view on where I'm taking space. So I can take space here. I'm spamming damage over that way. I'm spamming damage that way. Don't care about them yet. I don't want to poke out there yet. So we're going to play it just from my point of view. So damage, 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 damage. Can't push up yet. There's a wall. I'm breaking the wall. I'm breaking the wall. Breaking the wall. Wall's broken. Damage. Shield. Now we're going up. We're going up. Shield. Oh no, you've already used your shield. So you had to use your shield for that. You have a Venom, so they comboed their thing. So it's shield off the Namor ult if you can. The maximum pulse is going to come in. You're not going to be able to stop both of them, so it's shield this one because that's your reaction. You're not going to expect that's coming afterwards. Then you're going to bubble after that comes off. You're going to bubble once if you see that coming at you. That or bubble whoever's getting attacked. Venom is in a very dangerous spot. Ult's coming in. So you kind of have to give them space now. You only have one ult on your team. You do have Sue ult, so if Sue does not ult, you're backing up and you're giving them space until this ult ends. Because you don't have ult, you don't have anything, there's nothing you have that can deal with this. If Sue does ult, you're fighting inside of the ult, just trying to build up ult charge. What happens here? Did I eat Iron Man ult there? I thought he shot off to the side. Well then. I don't know if you needed a shield and a bubble for that. But yeah, you did eat. So good job. I missed that. My bad. I've been doing this for 5 hours now. My brain's a little mushy now at the moment. But yeah, good job. Yeah, you ate it. I mean, it's fair. I think no, don't say that. My brain's mushy. But yeah, you got it. You ate it. This is more of a misplay on him. So he just shot it at random. But yeah, you did eat it. Good job. Us against the world. So need to play defensive. Need to fall back. Your Venom needs to fall back. You need to give him the space. As I said, if your Sue ults, you're going to fight inside of the ult. If she does not, you're backing up and giving him that space until that ult ends. Backing up. That's fine. Your Venom died. Your Venom went to Thor. Okay, cool. That's fine. Thor is easier to deal with Iron Man than Venom is. Got your bubble. Backing up. That's fine. Keep backing up. You have a shield. Use your shield. Go ahead and use your shield. You need to make sure Bucky lives. Bucky is in front of you now. Now you're walking forward. Shield. He's going to shield. See the shield. You're going to... Now you can kind of control your teammates just by how you're moving and positioning yourself. So you see Bucky is too far forward. You've backed up enough, but he's lagging behind a little bit. So now it's forward. You're going to activate your shield and you're going to tap backwards. So he's going to, by doing this, he's going to see that you're slightly moving backwards. Most times that I see it when I do it, they start moving backwards in timing with your shield. If you don't back up far enough, you can self-bubble, but I think you used it already on yourself. Yeah. Okay. So you backed up far enough to where they walked out of it, but you're able to start taking more space. Your Bucky did die, though, because these weren't taken care of and you didn't shield them. So let's go back and watch that. The Namor turrets should have died a lot sooner. Back farther. No, I went too far. Okay. Bucky's too far forward. There it is. Bucky's too far forward. You're going up shielding him. You're helping him. See, if you're shielding him, he wouldn't have died there. If you saw the he was in a bad spot, him shielding him, he wouldn't have died there. There's a good chance he would have killed Namor right here, just because he lived long enough to actually get another bullet off. I want to see where his crosshair was. Okay, so he was aiming at the group, but the play is still there. So they're giving you space. You're able to push forward. That's fine. You're taking what they are giving. They're giving space. You're taking it. You have a self bubble. You have a shield. You got good. You use your shield. You got out. You use your bubble to survive longer. They didn't want to give you any more space. Now you can be cheeky here. You can be cheeky here. Now this is a situation like you're not going to absorb Hulk Fist. You're not going to absorb Group Fist. Unfortunately, they're pretty good against Magneto ult, but you're in a situation like you can just immediately ult this. Like you can ult this. You can even use his wall if you wanted to, but you can ult this. Look for an opportunity. So there's a Luna ult. Luna is probably going to ult if you ult. If she does, that's good, because the team is kind of spread out right now. So if she ults, she's either going to go back or she's going to go forward. Either way, someone is not going to be in the ult. Chances are it's not going to be Hulk. So you can ult here, smack a Hulk, like ults even close to Hulk. So you can ult here, close to him, immediately just smack him as soon as his bubble goes down. You might get the kill. He is shielding right now, but that's not who I wanted. Yeah, it also absorbs healing. You are correct. So that would stop healing on Hulk as well. Damage. Okay. You have is your stun offline? Your stun's offline. Never mind. This would be a good time to because you want to stun people. Like so far I haven't been mentioning it, but you're kind of just chucking your stun out at random. You want to be looking for kill opportunities with your stun, because it is a resource that you have to recharge over time. So it's kind of awkward to just use it whenever. So this is a situation where you can use it. Hulk is getting low. You want to stun him as long as you can. So he's getting low. He wants to use his shield. He wants to get out. Stun him, prevents him from using his cooldowns, and you'll be able to kill him at this moment right here. And then you can push forward. Just opportunities like that is what you want to be looking for with your stun. Don't use your stun unless you have to. Don't use it as just random damage into the enemy team. Use it in situations where you absolutely need it. Attempted to shield that off. They keep Namor Iron Man comboing. That's interesting. You had a bubble. You had a bubble. Bubble. You got us up, bubble. You could have lived that.
I am ready to put on a show.
Keep going.
My power cannot be quelled.
Responding. Need to get to your team. Your team's fighting still. You're down to another one. Right now, your goal is to try to keep someone alive. All right, don't go in. Don't go in. Don't go in. Don't go in. Need to regroup. Need to regroup. If... Nope, Thor's going... crap. Where did that come from? That's where that come from. Okay. Okay, push forward. You're not gonna kill Iron Man. You need to help your team. Okay, Bucky's making a play. Nice. Cool. I wasn't saying anything. I wanted to see how this plays out. Nice. That's you pulled it off. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Good. So we're gonna watch this. I want to see this. Nope, I gotta go back farther. Late reaction still though. It's fine. No, it's fine. You got the kill. That's perfect. That's all that matters. I don't care if it was late or early. I don't care what you accomplished your goal. Like, worry about late reaction when you're in GM. Push forward. Your team's making plays. Good. Now. Nice. And there goes the ult. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Good. So you've won this team fight, basically. They don't have nowhere else. They don't have nothing else to deal with you. They don't have their support ults. You're just going in and just spamming damage. Good. Perfect. You won that. You won that fight because you pulled that off.
Be grateful I did not crush you with your own armor, Stark.
Yeah, what Magneto said.
It seems we have company. Protect Spider-Zero as she journeys toward the shrine.
Yep, he's just gonna die. There's no way he can hold that. Perfect.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
All right, good. Now you have the momentum. You have the advantage. They're still down one. It's time to get aggressive. It's time to make some space. It's time to claim control of this match. You also have a Thor ult, so you kind of want to set him up as well. This is another situation. When Thor ults, you want to give him bubble. Going in, good. Taking space. Now, keep in mind where your sport's at. You are taking a lot of space. That's fine. Your Thor is going to go in. Your Thor is probably going to go ult. You're working on making plays right now. You do want to keep in mind of where your team is at all times, though. So this position, your team can't see you all that well, but you can push up to like maybe here. Your team can see you. Your team can support you just by pressing W in this spot here. So you can sit here and just try to spam damage here until the payload pushes up a little bit more. Then you can take more space. But you always want your team in line of sight with you if you're able to. Thor's going up there. You're going on a very aggressive push. It's fine. It's not a bad idea to do this. It's more dangerous. It's more high risk to do. You can do this. It's going to be harder for your team to help you, though. You're going to take damage without any healing. You're going to have to use your support ults or your defensive ult, your defensive ability. God, brain mush. Your defensive abilities, but we'll see how this plays out. You take a lot of damage. You luckily you got your shield. This thing heals you. You can hang out a little close to this. It's going to break right away, but it does give you a moment. Push back. Where's your Thor, though? Your Thor wanted to make a play. Your Thor's up there. He's backing off too. All right, cool. Now you don't have to give up any more space. You gave up enough space. Your team has pushed up with you. You can hold right here. Like, you don't want them to push past this point. So you got a support with you. Your Luna's over there. You got one support with you. Hold here until you don't feel safe anymore. You don't want them to push forward. You're claiming the space. You're dropping your nuts right here. You're saying you're not passing me. hang out here and just see how it goes. Okay, you used your stun there. Didn't really accomplish anything with it. You could have just shot him. Giving up a lot of space. You're letting them. You're playing like you're scared right now. You're giving them a lot of space for this. Okay, there's a Hulk on your right. Where's your Thor? Your Thor still wants to ult. Your Thor's right in front of you. Focusing the back line. Shield. Good. Self bubble. That's fine. You're who ulted? So they're Luna, they're Thor ulted. There's your ult. Okay, cool. So just fighting the Sue ults. They're not going to kill anybody. You're not going to kill anybody. You're perfectly safe in here. So you're kind of just pushing forward and looking for an opportunity. So he's not in the Luna ult. She's not in the Luna ult. You're going to, like, this entire blue ring is your safe area. You are good. This is your save room. You can push up to the edges here and just look for opportunities. Luna is pushing forward there. You're going to fight here. If Luna comes this way, you're going to fight whoever's over here, which would be Groot. 6. Namor ult, it doesn't matter because it's in the Sue. Unless that hits Sue directly, it's fine. He hits no one with that because he can't see anybody. No problem. I'm not worried about that. You push for, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so that's coming in. So now you need the shield. Good. You shielded it. The Iron Man sucks. We've acknowledged this Iron Man sucks very early in the game, but yeah, he sucks. Okay. Your Sue ult's over. Their Luna ult is over. You need to secure a kill now. Your Bucky is dealing with Hulk. Hulk is ulting. Hulk is ult ended. It's almost Iron Man's name. What's his name? Jaxu? I don't know what that means. I'll leave it. Just sucks. Alright. So, everyone's over there. They're bullying Hulk. It's a 2v1. Hulk isn't going to be able to escape very easily. He's got nowhere to jump. You can ignore that. Where are you? Where are you positioned? You're right there. Your Luna has died, unfortunately. You still have Sue. Where is Sue? 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 Sue. Okay. You can probably kill Groot. Yeah, you got ult. You're waiting for Cloak and Dagger again. Don't need to use it. Stun him. Stun him. Stun. 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 Whew. You stunned him. Good. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can wait a little longer. Like, you can, instead of doing it right away, wait for about 3 dashes. Wait for 2 to 3 dashes. Wait for the 3rd dash. That way because she went dash, dash, you ulted. Oh, crap. Dash, dash. Instead of it's dash, dash, she's probably still going to do dash, 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 dash. But, that's unfortunate. The area was just in your way. Okay, you got a Luna ult. Go fight in Luna ult. Cloak and Dagger ult's over. Look for opportunities. Focusing the sport. Good. Groot's not your problem. Good, you've acknowledged this. Groot is wildly out of position. He's being ganked by your entire team. You acknowledge this. You acknowledge that you need to keep focus fire on them. Good. Damned bridge, yeah. Bridge got in your way. Kill him. Good. That was good. Well done. Iron Man. Shoot Iron Man. Shoot Iron Man. Give Thor a bubble. Thor needs a bubble. Please, bubble Thor. Please, bubble Thor. Get it, bubble Thor. Thor need a bubble. He was far. You can bubble him right there. What do you mean he was far? He wasn't far. He's right there. Bubble right now. Right this exact moment. He's low. He's low. He's getting laser beamed. He needs help. Okay. Kill Iron Man maybe. Nope. Okay, give him a bubble. He needs a bubble now. Oh, don't need a bubble no more, but
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
okay. It's just spam damage, doing cleanup, trying to take space you don't want them to take. They're going through that doorway. Like you have line of sight of your entire team. You could be coming up here because you have this space holding this doorway here. So, there's a term that you want to look that you're looking, but still my bubbles I feel are almost non-existent. Yeah, you're not really using your bubbles to charge your stun. That's kind of a byproduct, but you should be using your bubbles to save teammates, save yourself in a situation like that. There was two scenarios that we just passed that you could have used bubble to help either help Iron Man or help your Thor. More importantly, your Thor. But in this situation, there's a term. Now, you know how on defense, especially in Overwatch, there's the idea of pushing up and holding choke points, right? The same concept applies when you're on attack. So even on attack, that concept still exists. So it's, hey, you're kind of doing, if you're on attack but you're still defending. So there's a choke point right here. And this applies on Overwatch maps as well. So you can push up. They have to, this is a choke point. They have to push through here. You are still in line of sight of your team. You can hold here. You can spam damage. You're going to make them waste cooldowns. You're going to make them waste resources to get through this. You're not in too much danger because you got a wall here. You're safe. You don't have to use any abilities. You don't have to do nothing. You're just pumping damage into them. You're getting healed up if you need it. You're pumping more damage into them. Once they pass this doorway, now you can start using resources into them. You're still cut off from the rest of their team, but let's say Namor pushes out. Okay, now it's immediately stun into him, push him into those rocks, pump out some damage, things like that. You got Bucky here doing some damage as well. He's going to help you. He might even grab someone out. If he grabs someone out, you can still apply that concept, damage there. But you are, even though you're on attack, you're defending right here. This is your defense point. You're kind of doing it right now, but you're also tanking a bunch of damage. So Hulk jumps in. Okay, well, unlike their Iron Man, your Iron Man is decent. Kind of. Now, here's another situation. Like, this is another thing where their stats don't matter. Because your team is actually making plays. Your team is pushing. Like, look how long this match was. 23 minutes. And you guys, like, they captured. Then you guys actually captured. Do it again. So on and so forth. But if you look at the scoreboard, who would you assume is winning? Like, right now, your team is doing fairly well. But your team is also playing the objective. Your team knows when to go in, when to go out. Your team is getting kills when you need to be getting kills. Their team is getting kills too, but they're just kind of just spamming damage out, just doing whatever. Whereas honestly, between the two, like their Hulk and Groot was doing well working together at the beginning of the team fight, at the beginning of this game. But your team is working better as a team compared to their team. If you understand what I mean. Even though your stats look worse, your both teams are still playing equally as well.
I am ready to put on a show.
Come on, you can get them. I know their Luna ulted. Their Iron Man is not in the ult. You guys are down one. You're down one, your Iron Man, but they're 2 down. You can absolutely get this kill on Iron Man.
We'll reach the checkpoint.
And you captured the point. Even freaking better. See, this is another situation. I'm done. They don't know how to play the point properly. They're just giving you a ton. You're taking so much space right now. That's a reason I submitted this, because it was very close. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Ah, you missed it. Okay. Your Bucky ulted into him. There's no way to actually secure a kill because of Luna. Don't need to fall back. Keep pushing into them. They're retreating. If they're retreating, that means they're scared. If they're retreating, you can push into them. Hulk is very forward. Hulk needs to die right now. Can you kill him?
Much better.
Okay. No, unfortunately not. See, look at all this space they're giving you. They're backing up. They're running away. They're scared. You can take this space. Your team is right here. If you push forward up until this corner, the payload will catch up by the time you get up here. Your team is still keeping line of sight. Your supports are doing a pretty good job keeping you in their keeping you in their line of sight. So you can push up to this corner here and just keep spamming damage just to see how far they back up. If they keep backing up, you can just keep taking this space. Spamming Iron Man, that's fine. Okay, Namor wasted that. Good. Nope, don't need to back up. I mean, you finally bubbled someone that was in danger. Okay. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna watch this from here. Pushing up, pushing up. Namor ulted. Your team's very good at dodging that. Your team saw it coming a mile away. They did a good job surviving that. They don't need you. You can keep holding the space up there. No one died. If you hear that go off, you look back there. No one died. Both of their supports are there. You could just keep holding here for now. You don't really have to turn around right away. If I'm turning around right away to bubble someone, it would probably just be on him real quick just to make sure he doesn't get sniped because he's the first thing on my screen. But no one died, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to keep poking damage here. I'm going to help keep backing up Thor. No one died. I want to keep watching this from up here. No one was in danger. They were fine. You didn't need to bubble that. He needs a bubble though. He desperately needs a bubble. We're gonna just keep playing this out. Thor dies. So this is why you didn't need to go back. So that went out. As soon as you realize no one died, it's no longer your problem. You're already up here in this position. You need to support Thor. Thor went in expecting you to be there with him. You weren't, and he died for it. You really want to time your like it was a situation. It was just get him away, but it's not worth mentioning. That's fine. You need to regroup. Your spawn's right there, so it doesn't matter too much. You're just gonna wait for him to come back to you. Wait for Bucky to come back to you, and then you're gonna push again. Okay. Thor went in. Good. Breaking the turrets. That's fine. Okay, he doesn't need a bubble yet. Spamming an Iron Fist, that's fine. How are you oh, there's a wall. Okay, that's awkward. Yeah. Hold on. I heard maximum pulse go off. Hold on. So you didn't acknowledge Groot. You saw him, I think. Shoot him. Okay, you acknowledge him. All right, you realize you can't deal with him. He's safe. Shooting Iron Man. Okay, so you don't even realize Groot's there. Yeah, I honestly, I didn't know Luna was here either. This is such a... So Luna's there. Why does she go in... Why is that wall there, to be honest? But... so, on your screen, you don't acknowledge that Groot's there? I don't even think you realize that he's there. Clicked off screen. Didn't mean to do that. This is a wild 10,000 IQ wall. But Luna goes in there for safety. Groot sees the opportunity. No one's dealing with Groot's. Oh, do you realize now? Kind of realized. Maximum pulse is coming in. This situation is going to happen where it's kind of inevitable that Luna is going to die. Luna's alive. Okay, she does die. Actually, you could have saved that if you didn't turn around, but you turned around for the maximum pulse. Yeah, it's complicated. That's a complicated situation. All right. you showed that wall who's boss. That was just unlucky. It happens. I'm not going to judge that one too hard. You showed that wall who's boss, though. Ah. Response on the ult. Bubble. He needs a bubble. Give him a bubble. Yeah, rough fight. Just die. Your Thor needs to die. You need to group. Wait for the next fight. You got Luna ult for next fight.
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest gift.
Hey, you do know what your melee is. Good. Random stun. No value. I'm gonna pay more attention to your ability usage for this last half. Just see what you're doing. You got a Groot now. Okay, so he gave up on Thor. He's on Groot now. Hey, you bubbled him. It does a ton of damage, and it's a very big melee. So if you can cleave it through multiple people, you can treat it more like a Rhinehammer kind of. But you can weave it if you're close to someone. Kind of. It's kind of like a Rhinehammer, but you can combo it with your primary. So it's primary melee, primary melee, primary melee. If you're close range to someone, same thing with Strange. If you're close, you can primary melee, primary melee. Strange. I'm talking about comboing your melee with your primary. You do that on Magneto as well. So you shoot your primary, and then you melee, and then you shoot your primary, and you're going to get more damage out instead of just only doing primary. So you're interweaving more damage in between your primary. Strange would be the same thing. So it's primary whip 'em, primary whip 'em, or if you're not close enough, it's primary shield, primary shield. You did finally shield Groot's, but he wasn't in a situation where he needed shield. So, yeah. Let's go back to you.
I am ready to put on a
Do an ult. You ignore Luna Alt. You're looking for the person that's not in Luna Alt. Good.
Only 60 seconds left.
Don't care. Don't care what's going on behind you. They just use their fade. You can kill that. Good. Perfect. Now you turn around and deal with them. God, I hate Groot. I don't hate Groots. I hate Groots that just spam walls like that. Like, this isn't helping anyone at all. I hate this. This is awful. This is a... Look how many walls there are. Like, both teams have a Groot now. It's like, Jesus Christ. Luckily your Groot knows how to... Never mind, that's damage walls. Christ. Okay, so I assume that's the enemy walls. Which one's yours? Oh, I don't care. We're going back to you. Oh, there's another one. There's another wall. This is awful. This is awful. I hate this. This is triggering me. I'm sorry, excuse me? How'd he kill Iron Man with that? He killed Iron Man with his maximum pulse? How the crap? I'm slightly confused. I'm sorry, that does pass-through damage? I didn't know that does pass-through damage. He took damage. He took damage from it brushing him. That's a thing? There's got to be something I'm missing here. It says Iron Man killed him though. You can make a clip of it if you want. I'm still trying to figure out what the crap. Yep. So he takes damage from that brushing him. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. That's new. All right, back to watching the triggering walls. Spamming damage, very messy. You can probably kill him. Like I hear him spamming damage down at you. It's like walls here, this messy as crap, but you might be able to reach him. I'm not 100% sure. All right, he's full health now. Taking a bunch of damage. Iron Man finally figured out how to play the game. Now, what ults you got coming up? You got a Groot's ult, you got an Iron Man ult, you got a Sue ult. They have no support ults, which if you're tracking ults, you should... that's censored, or did you actually do asterisk? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you tried saying. I can't see it. So, you can Groot's Iron Man combo. No clip. Oh, it's a link. Okay. I can probably... Yeah, if you... I think I have links blocked, so... That's fine. If you clipped it, great. Thank you. What was I saying? Okay, so you got Groot's Iron Man Sue. You should capture this point. I think you do. I think I saw you do. Groot's, if I had to guess, Groot's going to ult. Iron Man's going to combo with you. Sue's going to save their ult until you need it. Why am I connecting to chat again? That's weird. No one died to that. That's fine. You lost Bucky. Okay, your group did not ult. Should have. So, you're waiting for Groot to ult and you're going to combo with him. That's all you're going to do. As soon as he ults, you're going to just slam it in. Or that works too. That's satisfying every time. I'm sorry. All right, good. Good job. Well done. You're going to die. You got ballsy. Good. Your supports were able to keep you up good. And then you capture. Luna ult. Where did your Luna ult? Or not your Luna, your Sue.
3, 2,
I will never
the
allow
battle starts in
Krakoa to
5.
suffer the
Let's look at the stats again. Again, looking at the stats, this is why stats are irrelevant. If you look at the stats without knowing any of the context, you would assume that the red team is absolutely dominating. But the red team is doing a very bad job at playing the points most of the time. So it's working in your favor. Your team is getting kills when your team needs to get kills. And your team is holding space a lot better than their team is. In turn, you don't need as many kills to actually win the game because you guys keep pushing the enemy team back. They keep running away. They're dying a lot less. You're dying technically more, kind of. They're getting more limbs, kind of. Like, if you compare the deaths of the two teams, yes, your team technically has more deaths. You have 7 deaths. You're doing a very good job at surviving. But your team's doing a very good job pushing them back. So you're able to still fight on a level playing field, even though that they have a huge advantage in eliminations. Just because you guys are playing the points a lot better than they are. Like, the goal of the game isn't always just to secure kills. It's to make sure you are playing the point, capturing, doing what you can. Thanks to my supports, they were amazing. Oh yeah.
4,
Who was my wait? What? It's my main mostly. Does thanks to my supports, they were amazing. Oh, what? Your team?
3,
Okay. Situation again. Start of the match. Not me dying. Oh yeah. So you can hang out up here if you want to. I don't think you're in the same situation as before. You got a Groot. He's going to hold the low ground. So, and you got triple support, so you can hang out up here if you want to. If you want to, even more so with that point being so close, you can hang out up here just fine. Just spam damage there. As they're pushing, you can spam damage. If you take too much damage, then you can just easily just drop down just fine. And with your triple sports, you're probably not going to die very easily. They are on the double sports. You got Mantis, Luna, and Sue. You just got all the unkillable, you can't touch me supports. Okay.
2, 1.
Okay, so you instead decide to hold here. That's fine. You can do this. Your Groot is very aggressive. I didn't realize that when I was up here, so holding there is probably the correct decision just to help him with his super aggressive play. So you're going to spam damage there. There's a Psylocke coming out there. But you're going to spam damage there. Then you're going to have to rotate over here to try to shield and help him get back to your team. Let's go back to you. You've acknowledged Psylocke. That's fine. Not the biggest issue.
You need to stop that vehicle.
Okay, break the wall. Break the wall. Break the wall. Break the wall. You can melee the wall too. Break melee. Break melee. Or shoot melee. Shoot melee. You can melee it. So. Wait, your Mantis died? Where the crap was your Mantis positioned? Alright, not worried about it. He needs a wall. Or he needs a bubble. Give him a bubble. Don't turn your back to the enemy. Luckily, you still have 2 supports, and they're doing a very good job keeping him alive. So they're doing a very good job keeping both of you alive right now. I would be using my bubble because I don't trust my supports a lot of times. But most times, I normally play Mantis. I really like Mantis, but I do play tank and DPS occasionally. Heck, I got Lord Bucky. I can't really say too much. That's fine. That's fine. You're rotating around properly. He keeps placing his walls. You're keeping line of sight with your supports while also rotating to give support fire for your Groots. You're doing pretty good right now. Given a lot of space now though, because they have to push up to here. You kind of need to get ballsy. I think enough time has passed where your Mantis has gotten back with you. Yeah, your Mantis is back with you. You got Sualt. You got everyone with you. You need to start getting a little ballsy and just keep the off angles. So you can come over here. Groots keeps walling off here. He's going to do that. He's generally the best way to deal with the walls is to just go sideways slightly. Now you're standing here. They have to push through you to capture this. You can hang out here for a moment, spam damage into him, stun him, throw some damage into him. You're still in line of your supports. Unless this group walls way up here, he's not going to wall you off very easily by standing here. So you can just keep doing that. Let's just see what you do. Groot's holding points. He's going way up. You've oh. Okay, so he does wall off that situation, but the idea still stands. You could also go up the stairs here, and kind of spam from here. But you need to be in front, especially with you running triple support. You have to, especially with triple support. The thing with triple support is it's very survivable, but it puts a lot more pressure on the Iron Man, you, and your Groots. So with triple support, you need to be basically super aggressive. I'm unkillable. I got so much healing up my butt. I'm not going to die. I'm going to just kind of half feed, pump as much damage as I can with you running triple support. Now, normally when I'm playing Mantis in triple support, I'm pumping out my damage. I'm a DPS player as Mantis, but you have so much healing like Luna and Sue isn't. Yeah, it's goats types of stuff. Yes, because in this comp right now, Luna and Snow are not going to be focused on damage. They are only focused on healing. Your Mantis luckily looks like she's focused on damage, is what she should be doing. Your Mantis in this team comp is a damage boost bot. She's going to damage boost you. She's going to damage boost Groot. She's going to damage boost Iron Man. She's going to damage boost herself. But this puts an extreme amount of pressure on you, Groot, and Iron Man to do as much damage as you can. You have to secure kills in this type of team comp. If you're not, then all you have is survivability, and they're going to eventually outpace you. So your goal is to exist forever in this fight, and your goal is to shoot everything as you possibly can and survive. You do lose one. You lose your Iron Man. They got a Groot's all fault. You don't have shield, but you do have bubble. You need to bubble Groot since he's in front of you. You will get the supports of the healing from your supports. I say supports, your strategist. Groot dies. Okay, you got your Luna ult, or you got your Sue ult. You also have a Luna ult. So you have a very long period of time where you're going to be unkillable. So as long as Sue uses their ults, they just did, you're kind of unkillable. You're going to push up. You're going to hold point as long as you can. You're going to survive, use your cooldowns when you need to. Once that's over, You should expect Luna to ult immediately as soon as Sue ults end. Once that happens, enough time should have passed for hopefully your Iron Man to get back to start helping. Enough time has passed. Hopefully you have your ult as well. Iron Man might have their ult. Mantis should be back in the fight by then as well. Mantis getting picked that early is made this extremely difficult. But right now you're playing the survival, waiting out last game. You're going to try to build your ult as fast as you possibly can.
Us against the world.
That ults don't care. You're unkillable. You're at 73%. Is Iron Man back? Not yet. Okay, Psylocke ult. You're still in a Luna ult. That's fine. And there's 3 of you here. Crap. Why are you there? She lives, thankfully. Your team kills Iron Man again. Yep, unfortunate. Your Mantis getting picked at the beginning of this fight kind of lost this. But let's look at that again. Because you don't capture this, right? You lose? Yeah, you lose. Okay, so let's look at this again. I want to see when Mantis died. Because that was the key moment. So Mantis is there. Mantis is very far pushed forward. Mantis gets walled off. You gave up space. You backed up too far. So you have a Groot there. You have your Mantis there. You backed up and ran too far back when you should be up here. You get walled off with Groot and Mantis, you're fine. They could technically come this way and escape, kind of. But you gave up too much space here, which in turn, your Mantis died. Your Mantis wants to get aggressive. She's playing the role, the DPS role that she needs to in this team comp. But looking at this, she almost got out. That was the key moment. You backing up there and allowing those two to get walled off on their own lost this fight. But yeah, that moment there lost it. But overall, you're not a bad player. You just need to use your abilities. It's just positioning. You need to learn your aggression. You really need to, not really just bullet points. Work on your aggression. You need to work on your ability cooldowns. You had your bubbles. You need to use your bubbles more. As working with your fellow tank, you need to use your bubbles more to save teammates. You need to work on your, you got to work on the push and pull of the team fights. If they're backing up, that means you can push forward and take space. If they're pushing into you, hard pushing into you, you need to back up and give up some space. You need to recognize when the team fights are a lost cause. You need to back up. You need to recognize when you can actually push forward and take space. What else? You can also stay in the... You didn't really have a problem not staying in the fights. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of everything, but... Yeah. If you're at a heavy disadvantage, if you're fighting, you need to figure out. You need to learn when you have the advantage and when you have the disadvantage. If you and the enemy team are fighting, and suddenly one of your teammates are dead, you need to start playing a little more defensively until an opportunity arises. So if you're fighting, one of your teammates die, you need to start playing more defensively. You need to start giving up a little bit more space until, let's say someone on the enemy team starts dying. Now it's a 5v5. Now you can start getting aggressive again. Welcome to the end screen. Glad to have you. Come sit by the fire, grab a cup of tea, and let me tell you about the video you just watched. Everything you just watched was streamed live on my Twitch account, linked down below. I try to stream most days. If not, it's going to end up being every other day. So if you wish to join me, that would be the place to go. See ya!